Welcome to Game Nights with JR. I'm JR, and I wanted to introduce you in case it's your first time attending a game night. First of all, I just want to say I'm so excited that you're checking us out. I think these events are some of the coolest things I've ever gotten to participate in, and that's 95% because of the community that attends them, the people that I'm excited for you to meet. See, there's lots of board game meetups out there, and they're great. I love going to them, I love playing in them, but a lot of them are designed for board gamers to get together and play games. And again, I love that. That's why I go to them, because I love board games and I love playing games. But Game Nights with JR is something a little bit different. I noticed that as it seems like our reality is just getting heavier and heavier, it's harder for us not only to meet new people, but even to get up and get off the couch and go do things. I don't know about you, but I find myself sort of closing down a lot more than I used to. And I'm a pretty extroverted person. So that was kind of shocking to me. I wanted to find new ways to make friends, to meet people, to come together. And frankly, I think board games are a really fun way to do that. Because when you have a board game in front of you, you don't have to worry about what you're going to do for conversation or, whether or not this person's going to ask you a bunch of personal questions or things like. You're playing a board game. And once you've played a game with someone for 30 or 45 minutes, you really do get to know a lot about them. You get to know if they're competitive or not. Are they the kind of person that makes a bunch of dad jokes, or do they have like a more sarcastic wit, right? Are they quiet or are they loud? You really do get to know a person, even though you don't have to do all of that small talk that I think a lot of us find so intimidating. So that's what Game Nights with JR is about. I'm curating a space where people can come together and make new friends. Now, in order to do that, I had to figure out how to make these events as low stress as possible. What I found through my years loving board games is there are two things that people really don't like when they say they don't like board games. Either one, they don't like the half hour it sometimes takes to set up a game, or two, they don't want to have to read through a rule book to try to figure out how to play the game. I mean, this one's only 15 pages long, and it's still pretty intimidating. And this is actually pretty short for some of the games I enjoy playing. So I understand when people don't want to do that. But that's where Game Nights with JR comes in. So I want to show you how it works so that when you come to your first event, you're ready to play as quickly as possible. First of all, these events are all drop-in. You'll see a start time and an end time. This is not when you have to show up or have to stay until. You can come whenever you want. You can leave whenever you want. They are drop-in events. They're designed to be that way. Second of all, when you first come in, make sure you grab a name tag. It's a lot easier for us all to look at each other's name tags and call each other by name instead of having to go through introductions over and over and over. Or again, if you're like me and you're not super good at remembering names, being embarrassed that you have to ask someone's name, even though you met them 30 minutes ago and introduced yourself and they told you their name, but there's been a lot going on between then. You've been playing this super fun game and frankly, you just forgot, right? Name tags are a great way to ease that social anxiety. So go ahead and grab one when you come in. It's not mainly for you, it's for everyone else. And, hopefully it makes you feel better too. Third, when you arrive, take your time. You do not immediately have to get into a game. If you want to go to the bar and grab a drink or order some food or just sort of watch a game for a little bit, no one will bother you. I will probably ask you if you're interested in playing something, and if you need a few minutes, I promise I won't be offended if you say, no, give me a little bit to look around. Of course, you may also have already looked at our feature games video for the month and have something in your mind that you want to play, and that's great. I'm happy to get you started right away. But again, this is all about you feeling comfortable and having fun. So no pressure, just enjoy yourself. When you do find a game that you want to play, you don't have to worry about trying to recruit people. If you just talk to me, I will happily round up some people to get to the game table with you. Or you may see a game that's already about to start and be able to hop into that one. That's great. Again, I'm here to help you and to be sort of your Sherpa into meeting this community. So if you don't know what to do, just ask for help. Now, a lot of people have asked, what am I supposed to bring to this event? Well, you don't have to bring anything. All of the games come from my personal game library, and I have them set up and ready to play when you walk in the door. If you want to play a game that you own, you're welcome to bring it. We have plenty of members who bring their own games and set them up and teach them, and everyone loves that. I love that because I love games I don't own or haven't played in a while, right? And so you're welcome to bring your own games, especially if you have some favorites. But again, you don't have to. All you have to do is show up ready to have a good time. Everything else will be taken care of. Now, there is a small cover for our Game Night with JR events. We charge a $5 cover that starting in May. And that's because, again, I'm stocking all the games from my own library, so it helps us keep the game supply going and fresh. It also helps cover a lot of the administrative costs of running the events. So every event, we charge a $5 cover. Now, even though that's not much money, I want to tell you about a way that I think is even cooler for you to be a part of the community and to save yourself a little bit of scratch. If you join our Patreon, I try to make it really, really worth your while. The lowest tier of our Patreon that you can join at is $5, the same price as the cover for one event. And everyone who joins the Patreon at that $5 level gets 2 event tickets a month. So you're actually saving. It's actually double worth it for you to join the Patreon if you're just going to come to a couple of events a month, or even if you're just going to come to one, because you also get access to a bunch of exclusive members only content. Like you get to vote on the player's choice game that I bring each month. You get all of the patrons only video exclusives and posts that I write talking about games that I love or things like that. At the $5 level, you get access to all of that. Now, if you want to do more and you know you're going to come to a lot of game nights, you should consider our $20 a month level. That's our wooden token or our wooden meeple level. At that level, you get a free ticket to every event. And these days I'm doing more than 4 events a month. So again, it's still saving you money. You also get the invite to our exclusive quarterly barbecue and board games event that I host at my house, where I smoke all of the barbecue myself. And you don't have to take my word for it. I can show you the reviews from people who have said it's some of the best barbecue in the Metroplex. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm going to toot it a little bit. I do a really good brisket. So you'll get an exclusive invite to that, totally free. You do not have to pay a dime to come and eat as much barbecue as you can and play games with a bunch of people that you know from the game nights who are patrons already. The other thing you get with the $20 a month subscription is a bunch of exclusive invites. So for instance, I just got this game, Winter Rabbit, from Kickstarter. It's one of those I backed it a couple years ago and it finally came in. I had some patrons over just last week, and we opened this up and learned how to play it together for the first time, and we had a blast. You get to do that when you're at the $20 or above. Those are the folks that I tap to come over and do the first plays. So if you really like games, like more than just coming to a casual game night, the $20 a month support tier is where you want to be. And again, the patrons are the people who really make this the most possible. They're the ones who love this community. Most of them are supporting it, not primarily because they love games, but primarily because of the friends that they've made in the community. Ask any of them that you want to. You will spot a lot of them because they have the green name tags at the Game Nights with JR events. I promise you won't find a better community in the Metroplex. The folks who have joined Game Nights with JR are fun, funny, incredibly warm, and just like you, they want to meet new friends and make new connections and yeah, play some fun games. Who doesn't love that? If you have any questions, don't be afraid to drop me a line. You can comment on this video or you can reach out via email. I'd love to hear more about what you're into, what you're looking for from the game nights, and I hope to see you at one soon. Until then, take care of yourselves.